Hello, welcome to Earth Archives. If you are interested in science, I believe you should have heard of the second law of thermodynamics. The final outcome of this world and even the universe is heat-death. But who proposed this theory and what is the story in between? Today let's talk about the story of the law of entropy increase. Before the show starts, please subscribe, like, share, and also turn on the little bell. It would be even better if you can leave your comments. Once upon a time in the quaint town of Harmonyville, there lived a curious physicist named Dr. Olivia Reed. Known for her ability to make the complexities of science accessible to all, Dr. Reed decided to share the fascinating concept of entropy with the townsfolk in a way they could easily grasp. One chilly evening, she gathered the community in the town square, where a massive blanket was spread out on the grass. As the townspeople huddled together, Dr. Reed began her story. Imagine this blanket as the universe, she began, gesturing to the vast expanse of woven fabric. In the beginning, everything was snug and tidy, just like when you first make your bed in the morning. This state of order mirrors the early moments of the universe, where everything was concentrated in a hot and dense state. The townspeople nodded in understanding, their eyes fixed on the metaphorical blanket universe. Now, Dr. Reed continued, think of each thread in this blanket as a tiny particle, like atoms and molecules that make up everything around us. These threads are all intertwined, just as particles interact and connect in the grand tapestry of the cosmos. As the townspeople envisioned the interconnected threads, Dr. Reed introduced the concept of entropy. Entropy is like the natural tendency of our blanket universe to unravel, she explained. Just as your bed becomes disheveled throughout the day, the threads in our cosmic blanket tend to move from order to disorder. This movement toward disorder is what we call the law of entropy increase. To illustrate, Dr. Reed gently tugged on one corner of the blanket, causing the threads to loosen and the neat pattern to morph into a more chaotic arrangement. Entropy tells us that, over time, things become more disordered on their own. It's not that the threads of our cosmic blanket have a plan or intention. It's just the way the universe naturally evolves. The townspeople observed as the once orderly blanket succumbed to the gentle but inexorable pull of entropy, mirroring the natural progression of the universe. Now, let's bring this concept closer to home, Dr. Reed said, her eyes sparkling with enthusiasm. Think about your daily lives, your morning routines, your bustling kitchens, and even the simple act of spreading a picnic blanket like this one. Entropy is at play in all these moments. She invited a young girl named Lily to help demonstrate. Lily, with a mischievous grin, scattered a handful of colorful toy blocks onto the neatly arranged blanket. See how the blocks naturally spread out? Dr. Reed pointed out. That's entropy in action. Left on their own, the blocks move from order to disorder, just as particles in the universe tend to disperse over time. The townspeople chuckled at the playful demonstration, recognizing the subtle dance of disorder in their everyday lives. Now, here's where it gets interesting, Dr. Reed continued. The law of entropy increase not only governs the cosmos but also influences our personal experiences. Consider your own energy levels throughout the day. In the morning, you might feel fresh and focused, but as the day goes on, you naturally tire. This is entropy at work, as your energy tends to disperse and reach a state of equilibrium. The townspeople nodded, reflecting on the familiar ebb and flow of their daily energy. But fret not, Dr. Reed reassured them with a warm smile. While entropy may seem like a force of chaos, it's also responsible for the beauty and diversity we see in the world. Imagine a vibrant garden, where flowers bloom in a riot of colors. Entropy allows for this diversity by guiding the natural processes that lead to growth and change. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm glow on the now slightly disheveled blanket, Dr. Reed shared the profound impact of entropy on the human experience. Embracing entropy means understanding that change is a natural part of life. It's the reason we experience the passage of time, the evolution of seasons, and the growth of both individuals and societies. Entropy encourages us to appreciate the fleeting moments, knowing that they are part of a larger cosmic dance. The townspeople, now enlightened and inspired, sat in contemplative silence as Dr. Reed concluded her story. So, my friends, she said, whether you're gazing at the stars or simply tidying up your living room, remember the law of entropy increase. It's a fundamental aspect of our universe, shaping not only the cosmos but also the very fabric of our lives. Embrace the dance of order and disorder, and you'll find a deeper appreciation for the ever-unfolding story of existence. And with that, as the stars emerged in the night sky, the townspeople dispersed, carrying with them a newfound understanding of entropy and its profound impact on their world. A world where the unraveling blanket of the universe continued its timeless dance.